Hey everyone, this is Ben with BathroomBrewsMTG, and today I'm going to be showing you 5 combos for under $1. They aren't in any particular order, and will include cards to help improve the combo. If you'd like to see a video on how to interrupt these combos, or want to see another video like this, let me know in the comments below. Okay, let's get into it. Number 5 is a combo more seasoned EDH players will definitely know about. Niv Mizzet the Firemind, or Niv Mizzet Perun, and Curiosity, Tandem Lookout or Body of Knowledge. Both of these Nivs have the text, whenever you draw a card, they deal 1 damage to any target. Curiosity is an enchantment that says, when enchanted creature deals damage, draw a card. Tandem Lookout has Soulbound. As long as Tandem Lookout is paired with another creature, each of those creatures have, whenever this creature deals damage to an opponent, draw a card. And Body of Knowledge is a star creature with its power and toughness equal to the number of cards in your hand, and whenever it takes damage, draw that many cards. The combo is pretty straightforward. Have one of the Niv Mizzets out with one of the aforementioned cards, and just draw a single card. This will allow you to A, draw your entire library, and B, kill everyone at the table, assuming you have enough cards in your deck. Some other cards to supplement the combo you can include is something like Magus of the Wheel, Commit to Memory or Time Reversal to shuffle your hand and graveyard back into your library so you can repeat the process, or a card that lets you win the game if you have no cards in your library, such as Thassa's Oracle, Jace, and Laboratory Maniac. And to get around infinite life, you could give one of the Niv Mizzets Infect, using Corrupted Conscience, a 5-mana enchantment that gives a creature Infect, or Grafted Exoskeleton, an equipment that gives a creature +2/+2 and Infect. Number 4 is Scurry Oak or Herd Baloth and Ivy Lane Denizen. Ivy Lane Denizen says, whenever a green creature enters the battlefield, you put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. Scurry Oak and Herd Baloth each make a green creature token, a scroll and beast respectively, when a +1/+1 counter is put on them. So, if you have Ivy Lane Denizen on the battlefield, and then you cast either Oak or Baloth, when they enter the battlefield, it'll trigger Ivy Lane Denizen's ability. You put a +1/+1 counter on the creature you just cast, triggering their ability, and making a green scroll or beast token, which then triggers Denizen, and now you repeat this process as many times as you want, making your creature infinitely large, you get an infinite number of ETBs, and you get infinite tokens. If you run this combo, I'd suggest running cards like Impact Tremors, Witty Roastmaster, or Warstorm Surge to deal damage with the tokens as they enter. If you want to gain infinite life, you could also play cards like Soul Warden, Prosperous Innkeeper, or Suture Priest, along with Aetherflux Reservoir to kill the table. Also, you can include enchantments or artifacts that let you sack your tokens for benefit, such as Goblin Bombardment for damage, Altar of Dementia to mill out all your opponents, or Ashnod's Altar for infinite colorless mana. Also, First Day of Class will put a +1/+1 counter on the tokens when they enter, and give them haste so you can swing out with your infinite number of tokens. Number 3 is Grinning Ignis and Runaway Steamkin. Grinning Ignis lets you pay 1 and a red to return it to your hand, and you add 2 colorless and 1 red to your mana pool. Runaway Steamkin says, whenever you cast a red spell, if Steamkin has less than 3 +1/+1 counters on it, put a +1/+1 counter on it. Then, you can remove 3 counters to add triple red to your mana pool. All you need is 3 red mana available and these 2 cards on board. You use 1 of the red mana to return Ignis to your hand. You use the mana you got from its ability to recast it, putting a +1/+1 counter on Steamkin. Do this 2 more times using the red mana you have. Then, you can remove the 3 +1/+1 counters from Steamkin, giving you enough mana to repeat this process forever. This gives you infinite enter the battlefield triggers, leaves the battlefield triggers, and infinite storm. As mentioned in the combo above, Impact Tremors, Witty Roastmaster, and Warstorm Surge will do work here, letting you kill the entire table. You can also play something like Grape Shot and just storm them out. Again, Aetherflux Reservoir will also do the trick. If you want to be really mean, you could also cast something like Spreading Insurrection, which lets you gain control of target creature an opponent controls, gives it haste and untaps it until end of turn, and it has Storm. Or Volcanic Awakening, which says, destroy target land, and it also has Storm. But you didn't hear that from me. Oh, Virgie God of Storytelling will also give you infinite red mana in conjunction with this combo for any big X spell. Another option is signing up for my Patreon using the link below to get early access to videos like this, your name in the credits, and special Discord perks. Even $2 a month helps a ton. Okay, back to the video. Number 2 is going to be Devoted Druid and either Lord of Bones or Vizier of Remedies. Devoted Druid is a 2-mana 0/2 that you can tap to add a green, and you can put a -1/-1 counter on it to untap it. Lord of Bones says, whenever a creature you control dies, you may exile it and create a token copy of it that's an enchantment and loses all other types. So since Devoted Druid won't be a creature, we can tap it for a green, and then we can put a -1/-1 counter on it to untap it. And it won't die, so we can do this as much as we want, giving ourselves infinite green mana. Vizier of Remedies doesn't need our Druid to die though. It says, if 1 or more -1/-1 counters would be put on a creature you control, that many -1/-1 counters are put on it instead, which means Devoted Druid won't have any counters put on it, and once again gives us infinite green mana. You can also make infinite green mana if an opponent has a Vorinclex Monstrous Raider out, since it halves the amount of counters we put on our stuff rounded down. Not sure how often this will happen, but I just thought it was cute. With infinite mana, we can do just about anything we want. We can Green Sun Zenith for any creature, Genesis Wave for our entire library, or Finale of Devastation to smash face. For more budget options, any number of big X creatures such as Steelbane Hydra, Genesis Hydra, or Termagant Swarm will do the trick. Hydra Broodmaster also gives you an infinite amount of infinitely large Hydra tokens. If you have red at the deck, you could cast something like Fireball to burn out the table. And for number 1, we have Brash Taunter and Blazing Sunsteel. Brash Taunter is a 5-mana 1/1 with Indestructible that says, whenever Brash Taunter is dealt damage, it deals that much damage to target opponent. And you can pay 2 and a red to tap it to have it fight another target creature. Blazing Sunsteel is a 2-mana equipment with an equip cost of 4 that gives the equipped creature +1/+0 for each opponent you have. And whenever the equipped creature is dealt damage, it deals that much damage to any target. So all we have to do to win is equip the sword to Taunter and have Taunter fight any creature. Taunter will take damage, triggering its ability and triggering Sunsteel's ability. Use Taunter's ability to deal damage to an opponent, then you use Sunsteel's ability to deal damage to the Taunter, which triggers Taunter and Sunsteel. Now you just repeat this process over and over until you win the game. To improve this combo, I'd probably play it in a Boros equipment deck so I could use cards like Pure Steel Paladin or Sigarda's Aid to make equipping it cheaper, but otherwise this combo is pretty straightforward thankfully. And with that, thanks for watching. If you'd like to see more combo videos like this, let me know in the comment section below. Special thanks to my patrons for their support. You can see them on screen here, and if you'd like to join them in supporting the channel, my Patreon is linked in the video description below. If you want to keep supporting the channel for free, just give this video a like if you liked it, dislike if you disliked it, subscribe and ring that bell to get notifications when all my videos go live. As always, this has been Ben with BathroomBrewsMTG, and remember, always wash your hands.